The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos, and it comes your way next.
KJ Hamler returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. On first down, Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Daniil Hunter. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes. On first down, Mahomes. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for KC. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Catch is made by Hardman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hamler now to return it. And he returns this to the 22. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Denver. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Down to the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Going for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking deep here for Ebron. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They're feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for KC. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Cook. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action with Wilson. Now he'll escape to his right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has it up for the 1st.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Wilson on 1st down. And that's complete. Albert Okuebuna. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism.
Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, 45 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 4. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. He finds his target, Ebron. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They go play fake. Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 39 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Give to Cook out of the gun. Busts through the tackle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Hey, Charles, give me a water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
But I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A give. This is Cook. Oh, look at the juke. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Great job, man.
A big play there. 47 yards. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Harrison Butker to kick off 4 points to City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Play action. Now Wilson. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and it's complete. They're going to get the first. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, it was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. Cook able to escape. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Switch up, switch up. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Easy. Keep it up, guys.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. Going left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Cook dances by at the 20. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Running for it, here's Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jones again.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Dalvin Cook. Fine work there on the touchdown run.
And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Hamler now to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point, on the road no less in the wild card round, and they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter.
They start the drive with Cook. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Hamler now to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
That catch good for only a couple. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down, Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. On third down, Wilson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
On second down, it's Cook again.
Oh, nice move. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
We got it.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hamler now to return it. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I think the Chiefs have it, they do.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run with Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. He'll buy some time, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Hamler now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to...